Hi everyone, like today we have Astha. So, like Astha, like can you tell like something about yourself? Like,
Yeah. So, hi everyone. I work in Microsoft. I'm a software engineer there. I work with PX team, stands for People Experiences in Bangalore here. And I've graduated from VIT Bhopal this year. I was a BTech student with CSC, and my specialization was cloud computing and automation. And I'm here to just give out whatever I have learned. Yeah.
okay, so how did you like came up with the idea like to choose a like cloud computing and automation like branch? Like that also like 4 years back, like there weren't like AI, what you call?
I think it was like one day my mother and I we sat together,
Okay.
and the choice was, so I wanted to go to a degree, maybe physics field. I never wanted to do BTech, but I was always passionate about computer science. I've been learning it from class 11th itself, and before that also. So somehow things happened, and I was like, we need to do BTech now. And my mother and I, we just sat, we had a talk, and then we made pros and cons list. And she was like, maybe just choose between these two branches. And cloud was something that I was like, oh, it's new thing. I've never heard about it. There was not such talk about it 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So it was just a impulsive decision, but I think it did make sense because now it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So, yeah.
During my time also like I like thought about like to go into the cybersecurity and networking, but unfortunately like I didn't went into that specific domain. So it was my branch. I just like studied that like few of our subjects just to pass and like get a good grades, and then with that degree, but not using like and also like doesn't like much about like cybersecurity stuff. So I thought that, during that time, like while selecting branch, I thought that it would be much of a interesting, but slowly, like the interest like started to gradually decline, and then didn't went into that specific domain.
I think most of us, whatever we study in college, never come handy in the jobs. I think there was only 1, 2, 3 classes which were really good, and I learned a lot about cloud, and I really learned how to implement things that don't come handy as of such, but at least it's good to have knowledge, and I'm not blank on whenever someone brings up some convo about cloud. So at least I know and I can put my points forward.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it like your first year of college experience like?
So I'll just start with something that is non-technical. I had a big friends group, and we are still in touch. So everyone, I'll just say, have a good friends group. And other than that, I was from first year itself. I was always that first bencher. My friends know that. I was really serious about studies.
Okay.
But then there was also this factor that it was not just about the grades. No matter what grades you have, it only matters if you get a good placement. So it was always about practicality over grades, and somehow I chose this middle path where it was, oh, if I learn this, this will help me out in future. So I started doing learning the basic fundamentals of new languages, which they were teaching us, and my fundamentals were pretty strong from class 11th itself. I studied C++ there, so it's an easier language. Once you grasp it, then anything you can do anything in any language. So first year was a breeze. It just helped me strengthen my fundamentals. Yeah, and can I go about like my second year because it's just connected at this point?
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so the second year is where I maybe started thinking about internships, and I made a LinkedIn profile, and I was just seeing people doing everything. Like, I have never felt such FOMO in my life as much as felt that in second year. And I was just thinking maybe I'm missing out, or maybe there's something lacking, or maybe I'm not doing enough. And I think that really pushed me towards just starting DSA. So I started doing DSA from I think the second semester of my second year, and I used to just do it every day and also do development side by side. So I was never a fan of web development that much in college, but I used to be very intrigued with ML.
Okay.
I was learning cloud on side, but just to mentally stimulate myself a little more, I started learning ML also on the side, and that's how my days used to go. Obviously, second year is pretty tough if you're juggling with your development, DSA, and the studies. So I think second year was just like just managing time somehow, and yeah.
Okay.
Anything you want to add in between?
Yeah, so like you just like mentioned about like friend circle, so I'll also share my insight. Like
sure, go ahead. Matlab, just chime in between.
So it was like we had like 6 of our friends, and for every class like one guy was like a specialist at one of our what do you call subjects or that domain. So regarding like assignment submission, what we used to do, one guy would be leading one subject, other guy would be leading other subject, and follows on, and I would like take care of one subject. So if for that subject we used to get assignment or labs task or anything, we'll just do it, we'll share with the other of them and get it done. So we just have to take only one care of subject, and then during examination also one guy would be like preparing that subject, and we'll teach all like four or five of them, and it was just easy to learn. So having like friend circle is like important, and like
very important. I think it helps you. Even like having a big network helps you a lot, because then so in people, if you're studying in VIT Bhopal, you already know this, but we are allowed to choose our own teachers and the timetable. So I think it helps a lot when you have a big network, because then you can ask, okay, how is this faculty, and maybe are they more focused towards the grades, or are they more focused towards the knowledge part? And then maybe you can choose according to your own priorities. Maybe you are just little close to 8.9 and you want to push your GPA or CGPA a little more, so maybe you can go with grades part. And I think that helps a lot, especially friends. Having friends, that helps, because I have been stuck on some problems for like 2 days. I get little obsessed with things, and then I just get stuck, and my friends are pushing me, no, just watch the solution and move forward. This is not how you do DSA. You don't get stuck on stuff and just think about it for 2 days. So I think they help a lot, especially when the times are tough. So you really need a couple of good friends, even if it's not a big circle. Just 2-3 people are also enough.
Yeah. So during that FFCS also, like all like my friends would be planning out classes, what class we need to go, and like faculties and everything. And during the call, like at when the time slot would be there for booking slots and faculty, they will call me and will tell that you just we all like all 5 would be gathered into like teams meet, and will be in call during and will just one guy would be shout that take this and then we used to like take all 5. If like someone didn't get one seat, or like he's not able to get into that specific slot, then we all like 4 will be dropping that same slot and then taking other. So
and that's how our friendship is. I think
so. That was also like one of our enjoyable moment. Like okay, and as like you also like started like into dev and DSA like very earlier. I just like started into second year and or something like that. So first 2 year like I was just chilling out and enjoying like so when I just got realization that, during that second year, and like few of our companies like came for the internship, but I couldn't make into that. So during that time I had realization that now like we should start working and focus more on like dev and DSA part, and then we just started it. So it's like one of our advice to all of them who are watching, that start early as possible, or else at the third year like
really
you have
important.
to put a lot of effort and grind it out, like so.
You can't skip through that phase. You have to grind out DSA questions.
And then like moving to third year, like how was your third year experience like? Second year.
Yeah, so for second year, I remember we went for this experiential thing. And before that, I did give Microsoft's online assessment in college itself. I was not prepared at all. I just gave. It was like my friends pushed me. We were sitting together for this Independence Day event, and they just pushed me, and they were like, "Your name is there. Go, just give it. Just give it a try." So I went. I was able to clear the internal round, and then they had the Microsoft online assessment round. I was able to do one question, and I felt really bad because I was not able to solve the other question.
Okay.
So, but then I just told myself, ki, maybe you have not given it your all. You still have time. So, I went out of the LC building and I was like on verge of tears. But then we had exams.
Okay.
So I focused on my exams. Went up and on side by side I was doing the DSA. And I think during experiential trip only, I got mails from 3 companies at that time. Microsoft reached back to me about giving the way again. And I think I also by chance filled the whole form on their site using my personal email ID also. And I think that was a coincidence. So Microsoft, Disha and Atlassian. And I had my school friend living in Pune at that time. Just cancelled all my trains back to my hometown, lived with her for 2-3 days, gave all the OAs, and then came back to my hometown. And at that time, we were at home only. We were doing online classes. So I just thought maybe, I don't know how it went. You never know with OAs, you can't ever be sure. So after, I think, one month, I get this mail that I think it was one day before the Shara, and I got this mail key. You have been selected for the interviews, and I was so excited. I called my mother and I was like, which date should I choose? And she's like, when are your exams? And then I was remembering, oh, I have exams also. Okay. So maybe I have to leave my exams for the interview. What should I do? So then somehow we got it scheduled on a Sunday. That was the only day I was getting between exams. So I already knew that maybe somehow I won't be able to prepare that much, but still I'll give the interviews. So I was giving my second semester's exams, and in between that I had 2 back-to-back interviews for my internship. The first one I panicked a bit, but then the interview was too good, and they told me, you got this, you know the question, you know how to answer, I can see it on your face, just take few deep breaths and you'll be able to figure it out. So it was a good question. I think also building a good rapport with your interviewer, and that was my first time giving an interview.
Okay.
So I went in with bunch of things in my mind that I have to say out loud, whatever I'm thinking and stuff like that. So that helped, and I nailed that question. And then he told me, oh, I know you have the knowledge, and he's like, let's see what happens next. And then I think I had another interview. I got the call maybe 15 minutes before that you have another interview scheduled. Gave that also, and yeah, that was also pretty good. And I did not get any other calls, so I was little worried that what if they dropped my profile. So after 1 month, I got this mail. At that was very dreadful days of my life. I used to just see the email box. Even when I'm sleeping in the middle of the night, I used to open my email account, just see whatever mails I got. I used to pray that I get at least some response from their side. And I did not share that with my friends at that moment. I think only 2-3 people knew, because I was so scared that what if I don't get selected. And many people were just like, they were not even applying at that moment. So it was just like luck. So then they just on one evening, I just got their mail, and my father couldn't believe when I called him, and my mother was like, I knew it, I always knew it. And then I told my friends, college, my professors, everyone. And it was great. I didn't have any problem as such. Then I was just looking at things what I can learn more so that I can fit into the roles. I didn't know what Microsoft wants from me as such. I never did that mainstream development. I was only working on ML. So then I just stepped out from ML a bit, built some good projects for my resume, and then I started learning C# for a while.
Yeah.
And after that, I got to know that some of the teams, they don't use C#. So I was like, maybe I can learn JavaScript on side. So it was just like learning a lot of technologies in such a short time. But at least I had something to look forward to for next year. So yeah. Then I think for my third year, as soon as it ended, my internship was there in the summer, and I came to Bangalore. Third year just went in just preparing for whatever is coming for the internship. I didn't know. I just went into it blindly. And the internship, I was working with Copilot Search UXT. So it was good. My mentors, my manager, the whole team, they were so helpful and everything, and just really helped me make that transition from college to corporate. And I think very few people from our college at that time got summer internships. So I didn't have any friends I could go out with for a walk during internship. So I think that just made it a bit more stressful, and everyone was so busy with their placements. So we were just on different wavelengths. So I think having no contact or maybe less contact with your friends at that time really sucked, because I couldn't share what I was going through at work. But then it made me a little more extroverted, and I used to network a lot, and I made a lot of intern friends in Microsoft, I'm very grateful. They also got converted. So I now they are very good friends. So but yeah, after the internship, I kept on trying, because at that moment college placement also started. So yeah, the fourth year started when I was having my internship only. So I made this decision that if I'm not able to secure a PPO from Microsoft, I won't go back to my college placements. Even though I did register for those, I'll go back to home and I'll try for off-campus opportunities. That was some decision I took, and I consulted with my parents, and they were like, whatever suits you. And then I also gave Google's OA, and I think during internship only, a recruiter reached out and she was like, maybe we can schedule some interviews. But after my internship, I think I was almost burned out a bit, because I was doing DSA and I was doing giving my 150% every day because of the stress I had, because what if I don't get the PPO, and what happens next? So, but thankfully, I gave my conversion interviews, and I only got one interview. So basically in Microsoft now, they don't provide you PPU straight away. You have to give PPIs, that is you have to get an interview before getting your offers. So so if sometimes they'll just outright reject, which happens very rarely in some teams. And then there is, if you performed good, then you get 2 interviews. If you perform better than that, then you only get 1 interview, and it's mix of your behavior and the technical part. So I got only 1 interview, and after completing the internship project, I gave the interview. I was still in internship only. This was all happening in the last week, and after the interviews, my teammates were like, don't worry, I think you'll get it, everything like that. And then on the last day, so Microsoft sent all the details to the college itself. And I got call from college that we were not aware that from VIT Bangalore, that they were not aware that I was doing internship, because Microsoft reached back to me on my personal email, so they didn't have any records of that. So they were like, did you do internship? I was like, yeah, I'm currently doing my internship here. and they were like, okay, you will get some information regarding it maybe later in the day. And I was so stressed that whether they are sending, like, you can't just tell people you'll get some information, just tell them whether they got selected or not. Then I did get selected. Again, called my friends. Everyone knew in the college, my friends and everything. And then I told my parents. Even my manager got to know from my side, oh, we got the results. Oh, I'm here. I'm permanently here now. And yeah, that was good. Then I went back home. I did sit for a couple other companies also. So Google, Amazon. For Google, I gave 2 interviews, and third one I was not able to make it there. And then Amazon was there. And other than that, I spent the last 4th year because I did not have other things to do like other people. I was not setting for placements. So it was just me focusing on the project that we were doing. And after that, I was also doing some side things that I had in my list, maybe some technical things I wanted to learn.
Okay.
So side by side, I was doing that because I wanted to be prepared when I come from like my SWE position, right? I didn't want to be so clueless about it. So then, yeah, I just I joined on 7th July with a new team, and I've been working since then.
Yeah,
things have been great.
Yeah, so amazing like journey, but you took a really like bold decision, like not sitting into the placement.
Yeah, I did register and I paid the fees and everything, but then I told myself it was like, agar Microsoft nahi, matlab, I'll put every effort there.
Yeah.
So I did put every effort there. And I used to ping my teammates at 4 in the morning, and they're like, why are you awake? And then I'll be there in office at 8, and they're like, how are you even alive? And I'm like, I don't know what is happening, but I really want to get a job here. The culture is so great at Microsoft.
Like so, everyone are really helpful there, I know.
Yeah, very helpful. So even I think somehow if I learn even like 1% of it, I think I'll become a better human.
Yeah,
so it's like so good. They help you out a lot, and I really wanted to be part of this like, so there are top engineers there, so I learn a lot every day. I go to work and I learn something new, and I'm never judged for not knowing something, which is such a great feeling, because as soon as judgment comes in the picture, you stop growing. You are a little embarrassed if you don't know anything. I never faced that, because whenever I have a doubt, I can just easily raise my hand and ask, even if it's never a dumb question. I think one of the best kind of questions are dumb questions, because and especially I get that card, right, because I'm the new joinee. So no one ever judges you. I don't think so anyone judges, even the senior software engineers. But especially in Microsoft, there is no stigma around asking just simple questions you have in your mind. And who doesn't want to be a part of such a great organization?
Yeah, it's like everyone's like dream to be there into the Microsoft and its culture.
Yeah.
And then did you got chance for the winter internship for the 6 months, or you just directly got the
no
PPO?
So Microsoft was not offering any 6 months internship at that moment. I did ask the HR for it, because I was like, what else will I do for 1 year? But I think that 1 year really helped me to become better as a person, not just as a software engineer. Because in college, if my friends were here, they'll just tell you I used to be a kind of person who used to never stop. It was just, what's next? What can I do to make my resume better? And I think life is like, you are not just a piece of paper, right? You're more than that as a person. I think that also reflects when you meet real people. And that 1 year helped me a lot, especially after getting a little burned out after my internship. I think it was a combination of college exams, placements and everything. So that 1 year really helped me to get through it all and maybe become better mentally and physically. So I think that 1 year it was meant to be. It was written ki you can take rest now for 1 year.
Yeah, but then 1 year or 4th year, it would be like really like chill and relax for you.
Yeah,
Because,
and
like,
I can like
you know that,
people
like,
just come up with stories, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm not able to relate. And
I got
yeah.
your point. Like, it was also like for me also, I had also planned that during like 4th year I'll try to get like somewhere PPO and be relaxing like 4th year, but unfortunately it didn't went according to the plan. But
I
still,
think
like,
mine was the only exception case. I
Yeah.
think everyone is in the same boat as you, and I think people need that, because then how are you coming up with good stories? How are you coming with, oh, we had Maggie at 3 and the interview I was at like at 7 in the morning, so I missed out on that. But yeah.
Yeah, but that time also like it was like really stressful, but had like I enjoyed a lot like during like placement time. So it's like everyone like preparing for the interviews and like preparing for the OAs and having OA at like random timing and lot more like everyone are just like to get into into the other company, and then that was also like amazing experience, but unfortunately you missed it out.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll just get it wrap it up. So one important advice like you would give to like a new joinee or the fresher.
New joinees, I would say that you really need to sort out your priorities first. So even I like to go out on weekends and do stuff. It's a new city. I would love to explore the city, but then there are some days where I'm like, I am like a huge advocate of work-life balance, but then there are some days where you need to forget about it, and you really need to make most of the day. So I think, especially new joinees, they struggle a lot, because I have been struggling, because sometimes you don't know what is happening, and there is different corporate lingo, and you just don't follow with that. I think it takes a lot of time. Even I won't say that I'm settled well now, but I think having good team helps a lot. So maybe just like devoting a little more time, maybe extra 2 hours before you sleep, or maybe in the evening, and also take care of your physical health a lot. We as software engineers, we sit a lot.
Yeah.
It's a very sedentary lifestyle. Go out for walks, play sports or something. It really helps with maybe sometimes I get the answer to my questions while I'm on a walk itself. So then I come up with new approaches.
Okay.
And I think asking for things, I have learned that unless you ask, you won't get it. It's better to ask.
It's true.
Always ask. And never think that it is a dumb question. People just learn in that way. So, and I also like to add, people who are right now sitting in placements, just know that it's like, it's not about luck. It's never about your hard work. It is about hard work, but then luck plays a big role. So it's not that you are not working hard if a company didn't select you. It was also maybe sometimes it's just how universe works. So yeah, it's never your fault. Don't blame yourself. Yeah, do better in the next interview though.
Yeah, so it's just like adding a bit. So it will be just like luck plus your hard work. So
yeah. So after a lot of hard work, you get a little bit luck.
Yeah. So it's like more harder you work, the more luckier you get.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's like a true, like if you like work more harder, so you tend to get like more chance. I had also like seen into the real life, so it's there.
Yeah, and people who just joined college, I would say focus on your CGPA. It helps you to get shortlisted. It really helps even for off campus, because there are so many people right now who want that job as you. Companies have to put on some criteria somewhere, and I think CGPA, especially for entry level job, CGPA is that criteria. Make sure at least it's like above 8.5.
Okay.
So yeah.
And by the way, what was your CGPA?
It was around 9.55. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I did say that I was always obsessed with the perfectionism, but I think I'm growing past that phase. So yeah, but it's not necessary for you to have such high CGPAs. I think 8.59 is a safe zone, and you can get shortlisted easily. And if you're aiming for an off-campus opportunity, then though you have to work a bit harder. I think most of the people who got the summer internships, they had CGPA higher than 9 at that point.
Okay.
So because it was easier to get shortlisted, there were so many. Like in our batch, there were around 3,000 people there. So it's a lot, right? And you're competing for only one position. So it's better to maybe have that in your resume. Also build good projects. You should have impactful projects which really help and which shows how much impact you really want to create in the world. So it shouldn't be just another contact management app or something that everyone builds. Do not, like, even building a clone, it helps you to understand what is happening behind the picture, but is it really worth going on your resume? Just ask yourself that. So having good projects really help, and just don't copy paste projects. That is such a wrong thing to do, because your interviewer or anyone, if they saw your resume, they'll obviously ask you. Maybe sometimes they're not even testing you, just they're really curious, how did you build it and everything. So I would say don't cheat. There's no way you can cheat your way up to top. So it's better to build your own projects, know your projects end to end. Whatever you don't know, be honest about it, or maybe you can just say I will learn about it. This was the choppy part. And also have good knowledge about the fundamentals of CS. They do ask that, and it does come in handy sometimes, especially computer networks. Not in a way that someone is going to ask you as an interview, but yeah, if someone is like, create an SSH tunnel, so you won't be blacked out.
Okay, and guys, like, if you just wanted to prepare all the core subjects, then you can check out like my website SW180. So
do check it out.
So that's we'll be wrapping up today's talk, and we'll see you in the upcoming video. And drop your doubts or comment down, and we'll try to get it answered. See you in the upcoming video.